Hello guys. Today I'm going to talk about Bitcoin and double spending problem and how Bitcoin solves it. So Bitcoin was the first project who solved the double spending problem in a digital world because double spending problem doesn't exist in a physical world. So let me explain a little bit about double spending problem. As the name suggests, double spending meaning spend one money more than once. This problem doesn't exist in a physical world. Let me give you an example. Let's say you have a $10 bill. You went to a shop, you buy something and you give $10 bill to a shopkeeper. Now you don't have it anymore. So you cannot spend more than once. Same for any physical thing. You cannot, if you give it to somebody, you don't have it. But in a digital world, creating copies is pretty easy. For example, let's say you have an image, you can send it to your friend, to anybody you want, and you still have it. So this problem exists in a digital world because creating copies is easy in a digital world. Now this problem is solved in a digital world through a centralized party, and banks do it every day. For example, let's say you want to send $10 to your friends. You send it to a bank debit your account, credit your friend's account, and you don't have that $10 anymore. Let's say you want to trick the bank and you have two phones and created two transactions at the same time. Bank will only process a transaction which it receives first and discard the other one. So using a central party, it's pretty easy to solve double spending problem. But what if you don't want central party? What if you want to solve it in decentralized way? Bitcoin was the first project who gave the answer. So how did Bitcoin solve the double spending problem? So as eminent that you have to have some sort of ledger to track who owns what, like banks do. So Bitcoin said, okay, let's take out this ledger from the central party and let's give it to everyone. So now everyone in the Bitcoins owns the ledger and knows who owns what. Now let's say you have a wallet, Bitcoin wallet with a one Bitcoin. Now let's say you create 10 different transactions to 10 different people and you broadcast it. And it's pretty possible. So let's say those transactions are received by a miner. Now, for all those miners, those are 10 different miners because they have a history for everyone. They know that you own one Bitcoin. Now, because these 10 miners are independent, they all will validate the transaction because once they will check your wallet, okay, you have a one Bitcoin. But once they will include the transactions and broadcast the block with the transaction, only one block will actually processed, and once that block will accept it, every other block will discard it. Now everyone will start working on top of that block. It means those 9 transactions are still pending, but they will be get discarded because now everyone's know that you don't have the balance anymore. So by giving the ledger to everyone and by creating a consensus for transaction ordering, Bitcoin solves it beautifully without any central party. So, if you as you understand that, I know there are more details in there, but I just want to explain the basic concept, and I hope you understand it. Let me know if you want to understand more basic crypto concept. I will simply explain you, and I hope you find this video helpful. If you do, please subscribe to this channel. I will be creating more videos.